everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. Today's day 23, the 31 days of Halloween. That's right, day 23. So what do I have in store for you for day 23? Well, last year, this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to watch a movie a year. And last year I watched the first one of the series, and today, well, I watched the second one. Yeah, so it's a series, it's a great series, or franchise, or whatever you want to call it, based around a vampire, and it is called Subspecies. Today we're watching Subspecies 2, Bloodstone. Now, if you haven't seen any of the Subspecies movies, they were produced by Charles Band, directed by Ted Nicolau. Anders Hove, I'm not quite sure on the last name, but he plays Radu, the creepiest vampire ever put to celluloid, ever put to film, whatever you want to say. He doesn't care, he's just this real creepy looking, that's him in the background right there. He's just real creepy looking, he just skulks around. This was filmed in Romania, so it's technically was filmed in Transylvania. But he just skulks around the castle, and he's got like blood and drool and all that just coming off his mouth, and he doesn't care. So Subspecies 2, let's get into the movie a little bit, not too much, picks up where the first one left off. At the end of the first one, we figured, things were done. But they weren't. Radu is back, and he's now got Michelle within his grasp. Michelle's character, the actress that played Michelle from the first one, did not come back for the second one, so they switched it to Denise Duff. And from now on, Denise Duff is in Subspecies 2, 3, and 4. There's 5 of these movies. There's Subspecies 1 through 4, and then there's the Vampire Journals, which is kind of like it's kind of a flashback episode. It's kind of a flashback movie that explains a lot more about the land of vampires. I know one other person. Oh, I know quite a few people that like this, but one other person really, really likes this series as much as I do, and that's the Horror Man Joe. And he showed off his collection of he's got Subspecies 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray. I just have this is a 5-disc set, and the movies are just very Subspecies 2. They all look exactly alike. This was from Flatiron. What is it? Yeah, Flatiron Films. They were put out by. The whole series was created by Charles Band, put out by Full Moon, and from time to time they'll let other companies, put out the stuff for them. But yeah, it's a fun series. It's a fun movie. I don't want to get too much into the movie. I want you guys to. This is one that everyone needs to discover because of the creepiness of Radu. Radu is just ultra creeping in these movies. He talks like this. He sounds like he's swallowed like 1,000 razors, and he's like, "Oh, pretty one, you must come with me." And you gotta listen. You gotta really listen because that's just the way he kind of does his voice. And the sad thing is that on these. Because of that, there is no captioning. They don't have a closed caption. If you're hard of hearing, that's a sad thing. If you're deaf, even, for the people that might only be able to hear out of like one ear, and they're like, oh, I want to know what they're saying. You can't kick it on. That's the sad part about this series. But it is what it is. Here are the original covers. I don't know if you can see them, but they're right there. Yeah, so I definitely recommend the Subspecies movies. They're a fun time. They're a good time if you like vampire films. And this is Full Moon when Full Moon's putting out more serious stuff. It's not Evil Bong. It's not Ginger Dead Man. This is Subspecies, and you know, they're taking the seriousness of the vampire movie, and I love that about this. I love it when Full Moon does a little more serious stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love the Puppet Master stuff. Stuff like that. Doll Man, you know. But I also like it when they actually try to throw a big creep factor in there and creep you out or freak you out or something like that. So yeah, today's movie is Subspecies 2 for the 31 Days of Halloween, day 23. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know what you have to say. And when you do subscribe, hit that bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put up something new. As always, that's right, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.